welcome back to our Kitty Wink Shawl Knit Along. I'm Jenny Fish from One Big Happy Yarn Company. In the first episode, we started out with a garter tab. I showed you how to do the increases. Now I want to jump in and show you how to do the cat's eye pattern. From before, our first 4 stitches are garter stitch border, and our last 4 stitches, where the magic is going to happen is in between these 2 stitch markers right here. So at this point, you have 4, 16, and 4. And now we are on row 10. We're going to go into the main portion of the Kitty Wink pattern. And this is the one, it's a 3-row repeat that you're going to continue through a bulk of this shawl. And all this information's in the pattern. So we're going to knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide that stitch marker. So now we're going to do a yarn over, and we're going into a purl stitch like we did before, so we need to make another like half wrap. It feels like you're wrapping it around twice, but you'll have 1 wrap around your needle and then 1 coming forward. And now we are going to purl 4 stitches together. You're using a US size 8 knitting needle with a size 1 lace weight yarn, and you're going to be purling 4 stitches together. It's not as bad as you might think, but please be very careful at this point. Okay, so we're going to purl 4 together. We have our yarn in front, slide our needle through those 4 stitches. And pay close attention, go a little slow if you have to, it's okay. We're going to wrap for the purl and bring it through like that. And now we've clustered those 4 stitches together, and that cluster of 4 stitches together is really kind of what makes the break in between the big loops that helps it look like crochet. So again, that's yarn over and purl 4 together. 1, 2, 3. And I'm scooting these stitches closer to give me more slack so I can get all 4 of these on that needle tip. Wrap your yarn around and purl. And yarn over. Slide that marker. Okay, now we're back to the border where we're going to go ahead and knit the 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Bringing the yarn to the front. Slide that last stitch. Now at this point right here, you went from having 16 to having 8. There it is. Because we just did all those decreases of purling 4 together. Right here at this point is where I highly recommend putting in a lifeline. And a lifeline is a thread or some dental floss that you run through all of your stitches, and they just lay there and hold your spot for you. Because if you make a mistake later on, you know that right here is everything is right from here on down. And mark it on your pattern with a little check mark or a little L so that you know that you put a lifeline here. Because as you get 3, 4, 5 more repeats in here, you may forget, oh, which repeat was I at when I put that lifeline in? But this is the point because you have fewer stitches here. So just run a thread or some dental floss and save those stitches. Now we are on to row 11, and it's exactly the same as the second row of the increases. I'll show you what that looks like here. There's not much difference between the regular and then the increases. When you're doing an increase section, you purl 2 together. When you're just doing the regular section, you purl 4. That's the only difference between the 3-row repeat of those 2. Okay. So now I am on row 11. We are going to knit 1. And now we're going to work an increase into that yarn over like we did before, which is the KFBF abbreviation for knit front, back, front. So knit front, bring it around, knit the back, bring it again, knit the front. So I've taken that 1 yarn over and gone from 1 stitch to 4 stitches. I'm increasing back to the original amount that I had on there. Knit 1, then we're going to do another increase. And round and round. front, knit back, knit front, knit one, knit front, knit back, knit front, and then slide that marker, and we're back to those border stitches. Now, all this fancy footwork that we're doing here is creating the holes and the clusters. So let me show you what I'm talking about here on the shawl, okay? These clusters right here are where we purled 4 together. That brings it in. These open spots here, or the kitty wink, is where we knit the front, back, front into that yarn over stitch. It creates this hole, and the purl together creates the cluster. And that's how we get these big loopy stitches that look like crochet. Now, when you are knitting this on your needles, I want to give you a warning. This is lace. And in most cases, when you knit lace, it does not look normal until you have blocked it and opened up all of your stitches. So you're knitting along and you're like, wait, I'm done. It's time to bind off. This doesn't look big enough. Well, once you block it, it grows. So once you have finished your pattern and you're ready for your border, you just do 8 rows of garter stitch. That gives it this nice little edge here. And this is the border that you created as you were knitting each row. These are your 4 in the front and 4 in the back here. So go ahead and finish that and then bind off. If you need help binding off, we do have a stitch support video. We'll put the link up above and you can click on that. It's just normal bind off, unless you want to do something fancy. That would look really nice on the edge of this shawl. And then weave in your ends, blocking. Blocking is super important with this pattern. Because it's lace, the fibers need to relax. They need to bloom and it needs to open up so you can see all those kitty winks. Ultimately, it is a lace pattern. You need to block. Wet blocking is truly the best way to block a lace pattern. And that is where you soak it in water, warm water for 15 to 30 minutes with some wool wash or Eucalyptus soap, something designed for wool. And then you take it out of the water, you roll it up in a towel, you squeeze the towel. You don't want to wring your work, you don't want to squeeze your work because then it could make all your stitches wonky. The idea is we want to stretch them out and make them bloom, because when you're knitting this and it's on your needles, it looks like it's this big and you're like, wait, this is done? What are you talking about? This is supposed to be a shawl. It's supposed to go over my shoulders. Well, lace will bunch up on your needles and grow when you block it. So don't worry about that as you go along and you're like, this is tiny. It's a decent size shawl. I was actually thinking I might get another ball of yarn and actually extend it, and you can do that as well. Just repeat the pattern over and over again and you can make it bigger. But this is perfect because it's only 1 ball of yarn. You go ahead, you wet block it. Now you can use wire blockers to pull it out. You really want to use like the foamy surface, the mats that they have out there, and really stretch it. Don't worry about your stitches. The more you stretch it, the more it opens up and the bigger it becomes and the flatter it lays and the stitches look beautiful. And I highly recommend blocking on this project in case you can't tell. Then you let it dry. Mine actually did not take very long at all to dry because it is lace and thin and super wash merino wool, which is amazing. After it's dried, put it on, wear it, show it, enjoy it. It is actually a lot warmer than you would think. The wool, even though we have all this holes and lace and stuff in it, it really traps the heat and keeps you warm. So it's a nice little cuddle shawl to wear and snuggle up in. And I like it. I truly love it. And I think I accomplished my goal of making something knitted that looked crocheted. I hope all of you other knitters that feel my pain in that area can appreciate and understand and enjoy this pattern. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic day and happy knitting.